Greetings, everybody. Fine, how do you do? My wife gave me this to take down from Valentine's Day. She knows I like to snack on things, and I got some chocolates there, and then she gave me these Reese's heart-shaped peanut butter Reese's, and then heart-shaped jelly beans, you know, for me to snack on. The other day she gave me tacos. Yeah, she made some tacos on a plate, and then before that it was she brought them down, the tacos on a plate, and then she made some nachos. I had those down here. But hey, she's always being nice, doing stuff like that. She thinks it's too cold down here and I gotta eat something, and then she's telling me I gotta put on warmer socks, you know. Just like my mom sometimes. Anyway, I gotta share something with you. I bought something from eBay, and this is not good. Here's what it is. You know, I've been collecting A Date with Judy, the title from DC in the 50s. Lately, you know, that stuff started to get expensive. As soon as I start to collect the stuff and talk about it, it gets expensive. I don't know if it's just me or if that's actually happening. But anyway, I saw this, right? $6.27. That's what I paid for it from this guy, Collector's Comics on eBay. And of course with the shipping and tax and all that crap. And you gotta pay tax over here on shipping. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, what the hell is this country coming to? Now I gotta pay tax on the shipping and tax on the item that I buy. Oh, and then at the end of the year I gotta pay taxes again on stuff that I sell that's already been taxed I don't know how many times. But at any rate, that is A Date with Judy for $6.27. I didn't expect much, you know. Probably good condition, but at the very least, you know, good condition. This is how he advertised it. Beautiful copy, off-white to white pages with excellent gloss quality, lies flat, both staples attached, no missing pages or cutouts. There goes the focusing again. No missing pages or cutouts. Great color, great collector's item. See that? This guy on eBay. So here's the book. I got the book on Friday. I emailed him. Well, first let me show you the book. I'll take it out of the bag here. It's got the spine split, which I knew about, you know, but I figure I'd get the copy, you know. I mean, it's even if I bought it, like I said, I had an $8 maximum on there. Even if I got it one to bit for $8, I'd still be glad to have it, as long as it's complete and got all the pages, and I can read the story and art, see the story. I mean, see the artwork, read the story. So there it is. Now, when I get it, he's talking about nice gloss. I mean, I don't hardly got any gloss that I can see. There's the back, but you know, even so, I don't care about that. So I open it, and immediately I didn't see this. The tear. There's a tear right there on the cover. I couldn't see it in the pictures. Did not see it in the pictures. That's a bigger tear than I thought. But anyway, so I open it, And right away on the first page, I said, what in the hell, man? He says it's a beautiful copy. Look at it. Look at that. What's so beautiful about this? Extremely disappointed in that. So I go through all the pages, and the first thing I do is always go to the centerfold to make sure the centerfold is there now. So I'm going through the pages, and I'll just take it to the next page with where I find the awfulness that this book is. Look at that. There's another piece that interferes with the artwork and the story. Just unbelievable. And you know, keep flipping through the pages. Keep flipping through. Find a little chunk out in the margin right down there. That wouldn't have bothered me. Certainly not for $6.27, but all that other stuff did. I keep flipping through the page. There's another one. Look at this. Another huge chunk affecting story and artwork. I'm going to go through all the pages. I don't know if there was more than that. I mean, that's quite enough. Yeah, there is more. Here's another chunk right out of there. Look at that. Unbelievable, man. So I emailed the guy Friday. Waited till all day Saturday evening, no response. So I emailed him again. And Saturday, no response. The cover's almost detached. Almost detached. And it is detached. That one staple. Didn't mention that either. So I was sorely disappointed in this piece of crap. It's absolutely useless. I have no use. I can't do anything with this. I mean, to me, it's not even a reader copy. Because it's missing part of the story in a couple of pages. It's baloney. And he still hasn't responded to me. So I don't know what to do. I don't like leaving negatives, you know, especially for a lousy $6.27. But he doesn't even respond to your emails. I mean, to your, you know, messages that you send to him through eBay. Oh man, I mean, that's the guy right there on eBay. So you know what to avoid. Collectors Comics on eBay. Avoid that guy at all costs. I don't know what to do. Leave him in. I hate leaving negatives, you know, but in this case, he gives me a shitty book like this and has the nerve to lie about it. Great collector's item, beautiful copy. There's nothing beautiful about this book at all. That's a lie. So I don't know whether to leave him a negative. I'm really kind of angry about it. Not the money. I don't care about that. It's only a total of like $13 with the shipping and tax. So I don't even care about the money. It's the principle of what he sent me here, a book that was totally misrepresented. And I don't like that. So you guys tell me what I should do. If he doesn't respond to me by tomorrow, I'm going to leave him feedback, and it's either going to be neutral or negative. And you guys let me know what you would do if you had gotten a book like that and he misrepresented it in the description. You're supposed to tell exactly what's wrong in the description. There's a little box on top when you list something, and you can mark in that box anything that's wrong with the book. You can make it so that people can see right away. Or in the description itself, when you actually describe the book and what it is, what it's about, you can describe any defects, that the book might have, right? But he didn't do any of that. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so then the next thing, what do I got here? Oh, I just posted this. I just posted this on Instagram. This copy of Weird Science number, was it 16? This is Weird Science number 16. I got two. How did I do that? I put it in a double Mylar bag. I don't even remember doing that. I think there's Al Williamson art in here. That's a Wally Wood cover, of course. And this, of course, was Wally Wood used this as his inspiration for the aliens on the Mars Attacks trading cards from Topps from 1962. And what is this? Yeah, from 1962. And, when Wally Wood, he died around 1980 or 81, I think. He shot himself, blew his darn brains out. He was living in Los Angeles at the time in this, smaller apartment complex, and he would often hang out in the courtyards and talk with other people that lived in the building and stuff. And I guess a couple of weeks leading up to his death, he was talking about how, tired of life he was. And then the night before he killed himself on Halloween evening, October 31st. And I believe it was 1981. But I guess he had been complaining to the people that they would sit out in the courtyard, and they're talking and stuff like that. He was complaining about always the loss of his sight, he couldn't draw anymore or whatever. And then he a constant dialysis that he had to go to because his kidneys had liver problems. Because he drank a lot during his lifetime, he smoked a lot. And then he finally just got so sick and tired of it, he just shot himself. It's October 31st. I think 1980 or 1981. But anyway, that really sad, kind of. He was a great artist, one of the great artists of the time. All-time greatest artist now. At the time, he was one of the greatest living artists when he was alive, But, this was the inspiration for the Mars Attack cards. (1952). 1952, yeah. So I got a lot of other stuff here I want to show you. I've been going through, like I've been telling you in the last couple of videos, I'm going through a lot of the boxes and everything. Let me know if you want me to do some video clips of me going through everything back here, the different parts of this room, and then there's stuff upstairs and in the garage. You know that I had to put a lot of stuff in the garage because of the new furnace. I got the new furnace in there. And now that I got the new furnace, I'm starting to bring some stuff back, but I'm also taking some things out back into the garage. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. I'm out of room. But in the process of doing all this, I'm going through boxes. I'm remembering that I know I have certain things, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's in this box, maybe it's in that box. And this has been going on for years. So I'm going through all the boxes, trying to figure out, how can I get this stuff organized? I don't even have any space to organize except on top of the washer and dryer. That's how bad it is. And so I'm going through stuff, and I'm finding things, some stuff that I haven't seen in years, some stuff that I didn't know I even had, some things that I know I've probably shown before, but I'm just finding it again, a year later, 2 years later. But as I'm doing this, what I wanted to say, I'm counting the boxes, the short boxes, and the longer boxes. I got some boxes left that are still 26 inches that hold, about 300 comics or so. Then I got 20-inch long boxes that hold about 200, and then 17-inch short boxes that hold bag and board 175, something like that. Then there's also all my plastic containers that have maybe 100 in there, bagged and boarded. To be conservative, not to be liberal about the count. I'm being kind of conservative about it. And then there's diamond boxes with newer stuff that goes all the way back to the 90s. I haven't even opened. I don't know. I'm going to open a box and there's comics from the late 90s and the 2000s in there, from the early 2000s, maybe from 98 to 2005. I don't know what the... But anyway, I'm figuring there's how many comics are in a diamond box. I thought there might be something like conservative estimate. Oh, man. And I'm talking about comics. They're not bagged and boarded. They're in the diamond boxes as they were delivered, to the stores, and then the stores where I'm buying, that I was buying from two stores, they would have the comic books. But one store in particular that doesn't exist anymore, he would be saving the comic books in diamond boxes, flat, my books, and fill them up to the top. And I think there was something like at least 250, 300 comics to the old diamond boxes. So at any rate, I'm counting everything, and I'm tallying, roughly how many comics I have. I thought I went down because I sold quite a bit to some stores. I went through the books, more modern stuff from the 90s and a lot of stuff from the 20s that I estimated probably ain't, couple dollars maybe each book is worth, so I sold them en masse to the stores, thousands of books. So I thought I whittled myself down to about 40 to 41,000 books. Now that I'm counting everything, because I had to put stuff in the garage and I'm trying to bring it back and organize, I counted like 61,000 comics. So I did it again. I did it twice. I said, that can't be. I went down to like 40 or 41,000 comic books that I know of from the last time. So how in the world can I be back up to 61,000? So I counted again, and it came to close to 61,000 books again. So I don't know, but I guess that's what I got. So I got to start really selling some stuff that I don't really collect that much anymore. I know I've been talking about it for a while. The Flash comics. I don't like the Superman titles too much. I'd rather collect Superboy and Lois Lane and Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. So I've been doing that, trying to organize those books, and then I'm getting all the Flash comics together now and Superman comics together that I want to sell. Maybe sell them in, lots of 20 books to a lot, or maybe I got some complete runs that I can sell as a set. We'll see what happens, but I have to downsize, man. I mean, if that's correct, if I'm correct in that 61,000, that's insanity. What am I going to do? It's insanity. Well, boy, and then I found these things. I think this was from somebody, a seller from eBay that I buy from. He included these photo prints. In my order, so that was kind of cool. This looks almost like something that Billy Tucci would draw. I got some original art from Billy Tucci too. Anyway. So, I gotta show you this. I also collect, old crate labels, fruit and vegetable crate labels, if I can get them in, used old stock. There's sites where you can buy a lot of vintage things, and sometimes they have those unused. And I think I might have shown these a long time ago, but this is a real label. I think it's from... This has got to be from the late 50s, early 60s, but... wait a minute, not from the 60s. This might even be from the 40s. Oh my goodness. This could be from the 40s, but it's a real label, a real fruit cake. Fruit cake. Fruit and vegetable crate. Fruit and vegetable crate label, okay? This is the genuine deal. And I think this might have been from the 40s, when they were creating all these kind of sexualized labels on everything, fruits and vegetables, and sometimes on soda bottles and beer bottles, of course. And a lot of it was going on after the war because, it would be attractive to guys coming back from the army, They would see stuff, oh, yeah, that looks good. Instant sex. Can you imagine this being on a crate label? But it's real. It's a real one. And so is this. Got a couple of these. Gay Johnny. Of course, that didn't, back then it didn't mean, what it does today. Packed and shipped by McManus. In Texas. What does it say? Westlaco, Texas. So I found that again. I gotta find the. I got so many different kinds of. They're all over the place though. So many different types of labels for fruit and vegetable crates, for a different obscure sody pop. When I come across that stuff, I'll show it to you as I come across it. Now, I guess I'll show you some of these books. What I got here. This guy here. That's my calendar again. Man. Some days you just can't get rid of a calendar. I got this from a guy on eBay. All three of these books for 18. With the. Oh, he didn't charge me for the shipping because there was something wrong with. I bought one book from him, and there was something wrong with it. I think it was missing. There was a coupon out of it that the guy missed or something, you know. I forgot what it was. I forgot what book it was now. But anyway, he let me keep it, and then he sent me. He gave me a refund on that book, let me keep it, and then there was also some other books that I was interested in, and then he gave me an additional discount on those books, even though he didn't have to. And that was these three books right here. I'll show you. This is low grade. It's got pieces out right here. My finger is right there. Chunk missing from that right over here. So there's stuff wrong with it. It's low grade Avon. And so what I picked these three books out, and then there's this I got New Funnies, and because it has a little bit of a Christmas cover on there, and this was in great shape. I would say that this is in like probably fine, maybe a fine minus to be conservative. Pages are off white to white. And Oh, look at that. Chicago Advertising Office, 360 North Michigan Avenue. Look at that. 360 North Michigan Avenue. You know what that is? That's the John Hancock Center. That's the John Hancock Center, man. 360 North Michigan Avenue. Oh, man, that 1949. This is number 143, January of 1949 on the Indicia. 360 North Michigan Avenue. That is the Hancock Center. Of course, that's not what it was then, but it is now. You know, speaking of the Hancock Center, they have, if you go to the observation deck, it's $18 to go to the observation deck. You're paying $18. Then they have this thing what they advertise as some kind of a ride. They advertise it as a thrill ride. It's not a thrill ride. It's not even a ride. You go up to a window, you hold on to the bar, and then it tilts out a little bit, and you can look down on what they call the Magnificent Mile. I call it the Detestable Mile. And it just tilts. You know, you're standing in front of the window, and imagine, it tilts a little bit like that, maybe 20 degrees, and you're looking down. That's a thrill ride. And then you got to pay $5 more just for that. It's so crazy it's gotten. $18 to go to the observation deck, which used to be free originally. Now it's $18, and those rides used to be free. Now that's $5, so-called rides. Anyway, I'm getting off the track here. So the third book that I got from this guy was this. Atomic Age Combat. This is number 3 from 1959. Pretty cool looking cover, eh? From Fago Productions. Fago Productions. Let me take this out of the... Now, let me give you a piece of advice. Not that you probably need it. Everybody that watches my channel is pretty smart. If you have these self-stick bags like this, they got the adhesive strip on there so you can reseal it. I don't mess around. I fold it over like that so there can be no mistake. And then I lay it down and I don't have to worry about accidentally putting something on there and all of a sudden I got a ripped comic that I can throw in the garbage. But here is this book. It's pretty nice shape. I mean, you know, VG, I guess, VG plus. I'll show you the inside off white to white pages. The front, it's got some creases on it. Not too bad, but... And there's the back. So, I have this. These are things that you get from BCW or... I think it's BCW or Comics Unlimited, one of the two. And they're called life extenders. They're supposed to be... that company's answer to, I think it's BCW. That company's answer to the micro chamber paper like this. This is micro chamber paper that's supposed to be, it's interleaving paper. They call this is micro chamber paper. That is a brand, and you put it in the comic and it absorbs the odors and acidity and so forth. But so does acid-free backer boards. Neutral, you know, with if you have an acid-free backer board in there with a carbon buffer, That'll neutralize the acid too. But what they also have something called the life extenders. Now, besides, they sell the boxes and they sell the backer boards, acid-free backer boards. These life extenders, I didn't buy them. Originally, I bought them because I thought, I could use them instead of the expensive microchamber paper. But it turned out it's too rigid for that. You can destroy your book, accidentally ruin your book. This is cardstock, and it's just too rigid for that. But I did find an even better use, which is like when you got overhangs. Let me see if I could show you there. You see that? Right at the top, how it's bent inward towards the upper page block. If you want to flatten that, there's different ways you can do it, of course, but you can iron it out and so forth, but I don't mess with all that stuff. I just add one of these sheets. This one I cut down. They come in different sizes. Let me see if I can show you here. Maybe not. Oh, hey. Here's a full sheet of this microchain. This is, I think, for, they got it for modern books, Silver Age, and I think Golden Age. This might be for a Golden Age book. But, if you have an overhang, what I just showed you, you can use these. Damn camera. There we go. You can use these to kind of flatten it out when you put it back in the bag. Just be sure that they're not, turned all the way inward into the comic. You just want to make sure it lays flat against that so-called life extender board. And then I might have to put one on the front too. This was on the front actually. I cut it down a little bit. So now I got one on the top front and on the back, and then I put it back into the bag. And then over time, I just leave it alone, and over time it flattens it out. Hold on. I just talked about that sticky stuff, and it's right on the bottom edge a little bit. You got to be so careful with that stuff, man. It's okay when you're initially putting the comic into that bag, because then you don't tear off the strip until it's in there. But when you're taking it out and putting it back in, that's when you got to be super careful. So anyway, there it is. See, now you could lay it flat, but wait, oh shit, I didn't put the backer board in. Now I gotta do it again. You could lay them flat in the box, but why bother? You just put the backer board in there, and over time, it straightens itself. Straightens itself out. This is not the way I usually put a comic back in the bag, I've got enough experience to do it the right way. There. So anyway, now I showed you those 3 books. What my point is, here they are. These 3 books, because, you know, that coupon was missing from that other book. He let me keep the book, gave me a refund, and then there were some other books that he had that I wanted. Those 3 books that I showed you, he let me have those books for $18.69. No, $16.95, and then, you know, didn't charge me for the shipping. Oh, come on with this damn camera. No charge on the shipping, and I had to pay the tax, so it was a total of $18.69. As compared to this other guy who hasn't even responded to my messages yet. So I got a pretty good deal on the 3 of these books. You know, I mean, it's like six bucks a piece. It's not bad, you know, $6 a piece for these books. But that other guy, holy crap, man. That was just not right. I gotta rebag this one. I didn't do that yet. Get it out of there. I don't know why I do this, but oh yeah, I could smell it. I could smell the acidity and other contaminants from those pages going into the backer board. Put this here. Go to the fresh board. Get myself a nice 7 5/8 wide Mylar. Look at that. High definition. It's sunny out there. It's Sunday right now. Around 3:45. As I record this. I think I'm gonna try to do some live shows. What the problem is with me with live shows, I can't keep up with the chat. I can't do the video and at the same time keep up with the chat. It's just too difficult for me. That's why I don't like doing it. And then, well, I got Horror Mike, you know, he said anytime he would help me out with that. So we might be doing some live shows. You know what? Got this nice little green cup that got at the Dollar Tree a while ago when it was still $1. I got one of these. These belong to my mom. It's a genuine thermos carafe. I remember them from the early 70s, but they might be older than that though. And look at this. Is that a good color match or what? It's coffee.
Gee, Casper, that tastes good.
Oh, and I ordered some stuff from, well, I had some stuff at Gotham City Comics, some Conan comic books and something else. And I had forgotten about it, and then I was talking with him, not talking with him, texting with him, and he mentioned the books there, and I said, oh, yeah, send those, and I'll let me know what it is, and I'll get them off your hands right away. And I ordered some other stuff, too, that, pre-ordered, some action figures. But he sent me this thing, this little magnet. They refer to these things as refrigerator magnets. I have to keep this away from my wife, man. I can't even see the refrigerator doors anymore because she has so much stuff on them, and I'm not making that up. Remember, anybody in my age remember this game? They might still have it around. I don't even know. Boy, did the girls like playing Twister with the boys. And I think you can see why. The Milton Bradley game. I played that a couple of times, and to me it was kind of embarrassing, but just use your imagination. You know what I'm talking about, man. I don't have to explain it to you. I mean, come on. But Kevin sent me that, so that's pretty cool. I gotta keep it away from my wife. It's gonna be something else that goes on the damn fridge. It's a magnetic retro vintage print of a game magnet. What is this? Oh, did I just buy this recently? Yes, I just bought this recently. I got this on eBay. I can't remember what I paid for it. I love you, baby. I was gonna pull this out and give it to my wife on Valentine's Day, and then take it back. But then I couldn't find it. It got lost down here, like everything else gets lost, for crying out loud. She got enough stuff for me for Valentine's Day. I bought 2 expensive bottles of champagne for her that she loves. I don't drink that stuff, I drink wine occasionally with dinner, and then that's it, I don't drink hard liquor except rarely, I might have myself one of these horny toes. And I didn't buy this. I don't buy hard liquor. This was from when she worked at the bar. They distributors would come in there all the time with samples, and a lot of the samples, in fact, 80% of the samples, literally, that came in, that she showed the owner, and said, take it home, I don't want it. Well, she's bringing all this stuff home. Vodka, whiskey, unbelievable. But, yeah, I don't drink that stuff. Rarely, man, very rarely. I don't even like hard liquor. Beer, God, man, I haven't had a. Oh wait, that's not. I was about to say I haven't had a beer in half a year, but that's not true because I was out with Leo from Time Travel Comics. We went to the Augustino's for burgers and beer, and that was in the. When was that? I think about 3 months ago, and that was the last time I had anything to drink, beer, But anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Damn it. I love you, baby. I love everybody that subscribes to me and keeps watching my channel. Keeps watching the old Captain Strange Life channel. This is for you. All the guys, for everybody. Even your pets, your cats and dogs. Here, I love you. Now, I gotta rebag and board these. Oh man, look what I came across here. I was wondering where these. I know I got more copies of this somewhere. I'm trying to. When I told you I was starting to organize my books, I'm trying to start with. When I find Wonder Woman issues, they're going right away, straight away. I'm gonna put them in to the Wonder Woman file boxes, comic book file boxes, so I don't have to deal with looking for issues from that series anymore. You know, I'm just, and then getting rid of the Flash and Superman comics, that because I really don't collect those, and then I can use the money from that to reinvest in stuff that I really want. But anyway, did I post? Yeah, I did. I posted this on Instagram. Still in the original bag and board I had, and it's got to be rebagged and boarded. This has the first appearance of Egg Foo. That's right. He is the cousin of Yuck Foo. Egg Foo, the cousin of Yuck Foo. And that's his first appearance. Take it out of there. Oh yeah, you can. I don't know why I always smell these, but I guess I want to know if it's absorbing the odors. If these so-called, they're almost all now acid-free, but I don't know if that's actually true or not. But anyway, so I smell them because I like to smell them, and that's all there's to it. This is a great comic. I mean, 1965, October 1965. Look at the splash page on this. Look at this. Readers, the Oriental mastermind has not made an idle threat. He may look like an egghead, but he is the greatest threat to the free world. I can put my glasses on, but he is a greater threat to the free world than an exploding sun. Really? A greater threat than an exploding sun that would wipe out all life on Earth? That would wipe out the entire planet, would disintegrate. If the sun exploded, there would be no more Earth. There wouldn't be a solar system. It might even take half the galaxy into oblivion. A greater threat than an exploding sun. Anyway, the back page is really great. Look at those Aurora ads. This is poster quality. It's poster worthy, and the back of this is quality enough to make a poster from. Probably 11 by 17. These are two of the models that I have the Witch model. Not the original. I got a reissue. And here comes the Bride. The Bride of Frankenstein is one model that I have to get. But those reissue models are expensive. Even this, you know. This was almost $30, man. Now, we have... Let me take it out of here. This is a nice copy, although I think it's detached. At the bottom staple, I think it's detached. But otherwise, you know, it's got the spine, some spinal damage, ticks, if you will. Oh, that's a little bit more than a tick. 158 from 1965. Here we have the fury of Egg Foo. Egg Foo, whose distant relative is Humpty Dumpty. Soon to be a movie. Egg Foo and his kids, Egg Foo Young and Egg Foo Old. Whatever you do, stay away from Egg Foo Old. This is the second. Did I say that already? This is the second appearance and first appearance on the cover. Not that that should mean anything, but it is. Now watch. Watch. In 2 weeks' time, watch the prices go up on this crap. Just because I talked about it, and maybe somebody else is going to talk about it, and maybe somebody already has talked about it, and people are, oh, no, that's the second time or third time I heard somebody talk about Wonder Woman and Egg Foo. I better pick up some copies. And then sellers are going to notice that people are buying those, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. It's a paranoid world. I didn't read that. How did this come in today? Oh, I should read this. I think I did show this before. It just happened to fly in between all these other books. How? I don't know, but that's par for the course around here. Oh, getting back to this thing. Yeah, it was $28 or $27, and then you got to pay tax. I didn't have to pay shipping. Shipping was free, but by the time you get through, it's $30. You know, I mean, come on. You know what? I'm going to open this, man. Because I really do want to make some room in the back there. Beyond the door. Where I can start building some models and have something else to occupy my time with, and than just doing nothing except uploading to Instagram and YouTube. Well, I don't upload that much to YouTube. Uploading stuff to the internet, you know. I mean, I've got to do something more constructive. I do volunteer at this church. I'm going to open it like this, see? Keep the wrapping on it. Oh, look. It's all green. Oh, you know what? I want to... Wow, simple instructions. After I build this model, I'm going to frame this. Or leave it in the box and save the box. You know, when I bought this, in anticipation of the chemical beaker, the plastic chemical beaker you see here. And the stir. In anticipation of that, I decided when I build this, I want to make it more, or make it as realistic as possible. So I thought, gee, I wonder if they have any chemical beakers that are actually somewhere's around the size. Of course, I didn't have the model yet, but I could tell from the box, that couldn't have been that big, So I went online to see if they made anything small like that, and I did find some on Amazon that I can use, and I got the idea that maybe what I'll do with those chemical beakers, after I finish the model, here, I'll show them to you. Well, these I bought are these were a little bit too small, but they didn't cost that much. I think they were like $6 for 3 of them, right? So those were 5. Then I bought the next one up, or the third one up, I think. And these are the right size. This is just perfect. It's 25 mil. So I can use this instead of the plastic one. I'll put it together anyway, but I think that is a great idea. If anybody else has this model and they're building it, or they're thinking of buying it and building it, there's an idea for you. And instead of the plastic chemical stir, I got these, the real thing, glass ones, that you can buy with different, you can buy on Amazon. They have a set. It's pretty inexpensive. I think it was like $8 for a huge set, like 4 different sizes, 3 of each size. So they had them in. These are the stirrers. These look like they're too big, but this looks like just the right size. And if it isn't, then probably the next one will be the right size. Then gonna put some water in here, colored water, dye it with food dye or whatever, or with RIT dye, and then drop in a little piece of dried ice, which you can get, well, sometimes grocery stores will sell it to you if they have it, or there might be places that actually deal with dry ice companies if you're close to one, and I am close to a couple of them where I live. So that's not something that you'll use every time you just you show somebody the model, but maybe on a special occasion you might decide you want to color some water and throw a tiny piece of dry ice in there and impress people, Oh man, I'm in an hour already. What the hell? put them back in the box here. So, this goes first over there, and this goes over there, and then this goes on top of that. Disco here, disco there, disco everywhere. Well, alright, I've been doing this for an hour. I hadn't realized it was that long. Oh well. Well, what the hell? What else is there? Stuff in there. Well, okay. I'm gonna have some candy. Ep.520. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I hope you tune in next time when I bring you Lost Worlds and more of A Date with Judy. So till next time, live long, and be well. Hello.